All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking all about the modern side hustle. And look, this isn't just about making a little extra cash on the side. It's about building real financial freedom and turning what you're good at into a real, legitimate business. So let's get to it. First things first, let's talk about the sheer scale of this thing. You see that number? That's $1.5 trillion. Let that sink in. That's how much money the US freelance market pulls in 2024 alone. This is not some small niche trend. We're talking about a massive economic engine, and it's powered by people just like you and me.
But you know, $1 trillion, that's a pretty abstract number. What does this mean for real people, day to day? Well, this quote right here, it gets straight to the heart of it. For over 60% of folks with a side gig, this isn't some fun passion project. It's a flat-out necessity. The whole reason this economy is booming is because for so many, it's the only way to make ends meet.
So yeah, that financial pressure is a huge piece of the puzzle. It makes you wonder, why now? What's going on that has caused this whole economy to just explode? Let's take a closer look at what's really driving this massive shift in how we think about work. And you know, this is happening absolutely everywhere. We're talking about almost half of all Americans having some kind of side hustle. I mean, think about that. Whether it's a knowledge worker in a big city freelancing their skills, or someone in a small town starting a business because they have to, this represents a really fundamental change in the American workforce. Okay, so you see the trend, you get the need. The big question then becomes, what can you actually do? The good news is there are a ton of options out there. Let's start exploring what's possible. You know, probably the most direct path is just leveraging the skills you already have from your day job. For example, if you're a marketer by day, you can totally become a freelance strategist by night. You can help smaller companies that need your expertise to compete. Or, hey, maybe you're more of a creative at heart. Well, platforms like Etsy have completely blown the doors open for people like you. They've created this global marketplace where your handmade jewelry or your custom art can find a buyer literally anywhere in the world. And don't sleep on the power of just sharing what you know. That subject you were great at in school, whether it's math or a language or prepping for a big test, that knowledge is a skill that parents and students are actively looking and paying for right now. And this chart really puts the financial potential into perspective. I mean, look at the day rates for some of these high-demand skills. Marketing strategy, web design, they command serious money. This isn't just pocket change we're talking about. This is the kind of income that can truly change your financial situation. So you've got a skill, you've got an idea, but how do you actually package it? An idea is just the starting line. You need a business model. So let's break down two of the most popular ways people are getting started online. First up, we have affiliate marketing. The easiest way to think about this is you're a trusted recommender. You find products you genuinely believe in, you promote them, and when someone buys something through your special link, you get a cut. It's super low risk because you never have to deal with inventory or shipping. Then you've got drop shipping. Now here, you're building your own brand, your own online store. You get to set the prices. But just like with affiliate marketing, you never actually touch the product. A supplier handles all the inventory and ships it right to your customer. You're basically the storefront, and they're the warehouse. So, which one is right for you? Well, this table kind of lays it all out. Affiliate marketing, it's perfect if you want to start with basically zero risk and no customer service headaches. But if you're dreaming of building your own brand and you want more control over your profits, then dropshipping is your game. It really just boils down to one question. Do you want less responsibility or do you want more control? Okay, theory is great and all, but let's get down to what's really working for people. We went digging in the r/side hustle community over on Reddit to hear straight from the folks who are out there doing it every day. And this is just a perfect example. This user started offering to digitize old home videos. It was a super simple idea that started with helping their mom, and it turned into a consistent $400 to $500 a month. It just goes to show you, sometimes the best ideas are about solving a simple problem that's right there in front of you. But here's a really vital lesson. Passion alone isn't always enough. This other user shared that they only started to see real success when they, in their words, quit the guessing game. Instead of just chasing their own cool ideas, they started looking at the data. What were people already searching for online? And the takeaway here is so powerful. Find that sweet spot where what you're good at overlaps with what the market is already asking for. Okay, so the money starts rolling in. That's awesome. But now comes the one crucial step that makes your hustle sustainable: handling your taxes. I know, this is the part everybody dreads, but getting this right from the beginning is what separates a hobby from a real business.
So you made your first sale, you finished your first gig, the cash is in your account. What now? What are your actual obligations?
So the first big term you're going to hear is self-employment tax. Don't let it scare you. All it is the official name for the Social Security and Medicare taxes that you now have to pay yourself since you don't have a traditional employer taking them out of your paycheck for you. So what's the magic number that gets you on the IRS's radar? It's right there, $400. If your side hustle makes you $400 or more in net earnings in a year, congrats, you're officially in the game, and you need to file. Now, the process might look complicated, but it really boils down to 3 key things. First, you have to report all your income, and this is important, all your business expenses. That's how you figure out your actual profit. Second, you use that profit number to calculate how much you owe in that self-employment tax. And third, and this is the one that trips people up, you have to pay those taxes in estimated chunks every quarter throughout the year. That way you don't get hit with a giant, terrifying bill come April. All right. We've covered the why, the what, the how, and yeah, even the dreaded taxes. So the only thing left is to turn all this information into action. What's your next move going to be? You know, in the end, it really all comes down to this one simple idea. That thing that you're good at, that skill you might even take for granted, whether it's something professional, something creative, or just solving some weirdly specific problem. That skill is the exact solution someone else out there is looking for right now. The only question is, what are you going to offer them?